All right, we have a couple of questions that was emailed in. And the
Okay.
first one reads, some people say Yahusha was Yah incarnated. If this was the case, when Yahusha died, wouldn't the world have collapsed because there would have been no one to hold the world together?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to look at your question from uh, a few angles here to really put it in perspective.
Mhm.
Now, what you're saying is they saying if Yahuwah or Yeshua was Elohim and he died, then the whole world would go. Well, it would have been, but first let us understand who he was. Let us understand who Yeshua was, because without that understanding, then what you say would be right. But if you look at it from the standpoint that he was Yahuwah,
Mhm.
but he was Yahuwah's son, okay? And so by being his son, he was the same as the Father. He said, when you see me, you see the Father. He and his Father, according to Colossians, they're the one that built this world. He and his Father.
Mhm.
And I think we even looked at, somebody had asked a question about in the book of, I think Proverbs, when it talk about uh, wisdom and who was his son and who is his name. And we
Mhm.
know that the son was Yeshua, who was also Elohim. He was also Yahuwah. He was also God, as many people call him. He was that. Okay. Now let us look at Matthew. Let us look at Matthew to put this in perspective.
Mhm.
He said in Matthew chapter 1 and verse 23, it says, behold, a virgin shall be with child and shall bring forth a son. Okay. See, a virgin shall bring forth a son. I think we studied this. And they shall call his name Emmanuel. Now, what does Emmanuel mean? It means God with us, or Elohim with us. So he was Elohim, because we studied in Genesis that there was a law that governs both the botanical as well as the zoological world, that everything reproduces after its kind. A plant reproduces after its kind, an animal reproduces after its kind, mankind reproduces after its kind. So Elohim reproduces after his kind. So when he had a son, his son was also Elohim. He couldn't have been anything else. That's where he came from.
Mm.